What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and first and foremost, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded lately. I've needed a break. I was doing a video every day. It's tough when you're pretty much on your own, or you have guests, etc. But it's been difficult, and it's not like there's been loads of news coming out of Everton Football Club either, to be honest. So it's been a challenge. Little shout out to our friend Connor over on One Lead. He's just come off the Don Robbie channel, and he did a great job, actually. He come across really well with the audience. Little donation just to take the piss out of him, and a little shout out by Sophie Rose to me, which is always a very simping moment for me, if you get what I'm saying. So that was lovely. But yeah, let's get into Everton against Burnley. I think that's important. You want to know my thoughts. I'm not expecting this video to do well, but we will, we'll do something. So Everton go into the game off the back of a really good start to the Premier League, 7 points, 3 games, goal difference of +4. The season started quite well for Everton. They've certainly not been dampened by any results this weekend. It's very early, and I think there's a good opportunity for Everton to move up the table tomorrow. Spurs losing really comprehensively away at Palace. Those are the sort of teams that Everton need to be targeting to finish around in the top 6, top 8, top 10, that sort of area this season. I don't think we're going to push the top 4. I think that would be optimistic. But, with teams like Spurs dropping points, it doesn't matter when it is, any game of the season, you have to capitalise on it. So, Spurs dropping points. West Ham weren't great. So, again, another opportunity for Everton. So, look, you've got to go into that Burnley game hoping that Everton get a result. And I expect they will. I think Everton will be confident tomorrow. They're going with a pretty much full-strength side. It looks like there's going to be no arguments about James Rodriguez. It looks like he's going to be stopping at Everton Football Club. I don't know when the Qatari transfer window ends. I'm sure I heard rumours that it was still open, but I've got to be honest, I know very little about it, so I'm not going to say whether it's open or not. But James Rodriguez in an Everton side on his day is a huge positive for us. So, if he's in the team, we've got to utilise it. And, if he's in the squad, if he's in the 18, then it's great news, because it does mean that people get to watch the game, which is really positive. Unfortunately, I can't get there tomorrow night. Monday night games are going to be a real struggle for me this season, whereas they wouldn't have been 2 years ago when it was going up. So I'm not going to be able to get there, unfortunately. So I have said that I'm going to do a watch along for the game. So if you aren't going and you want to tune in and watch me, come over to the Blue Boys Network and come and watch, guys. Be on about 7:45, 7:50. A couple of things I've got to do first, but and I'll be with Pops. Pops is it's his birthday tomorrow, so it makes sense to share it with him and give him his birthday present, etc. So all good. Yeah, I think Everton go into this game confident. I think they can attack down the wings. I think Seamus Coleman being back fit again helps. I think Luca Dean looking all right, sharp. Mason Holgate come out and made a little speech. Not speech, when he comes out with comments and did a little press conference. And, he's the second longest serving Everton player in the team. And that's scary, really. But he started the season all right. Michael Keane looked better in the last game as well. So hopefully that defensive frailty is getting better. I think Godfrey coming back's a massive boost for Everton. He is, in my opinion, our best defender. I know a lot of people say it to Mina, but I think it's Ben Godfrey I think he's head and shoulders the best defender in the Everton team. But again, that's just my opinion. And, Everton are going to have options in the middle of the park. Alan Doucouré, they'll probably be the stable 2 in the middle. Then it really could be a toss-up between any of the forward players. We've got Moise Keenan's obviously left, so he's not going to be anywhere near him. But, we've got Calvert-Lewin, who appears to be fit again after his thigh and his toe injury. Didn't go on international duty. Probably a bonus for Everton, really, in hindsight. Then you've got Rondon, who's coming, who will obviously make a place on the bench, and I'm sure he'll be eager to come on and show what he's capable of doing. You've got James Rodriguez, who's going to be sitting on the bench. All of a sudden, Everton have gone from having no options to having lots of options, or having good options. Townsend will be on the bench, Richarlison will be on the left-hand side, etc., or it might be a 4-4-2. However Everton's set up, it's going to be aggressive, it's going to be quick, and it's going to be into Burnley, and I think Burnley are going to struggle with that. Defensively at times this season they've looked poor. McNeil is their standout player by a mile. Everton were linked with him in the summer, so we know that the danger is essentially Chris Wood and McNeil. We know that, so as long as we can deal with that, we should be okay. I'm really confident Everton get 3 points in this game. I really am. I think it's a game that Everton can't afford to lose. These are games last season that at Goodison we lost, but it's different with the fans there. I expect Everton to win. I'm going to go through my team. I think it'll be Pickford in goal, Luca Dean, Mina, Godfrey, and Seamus Coleman. That is the 4 that I'd like, but it wouldn't surprise me if Godfrey doesn't play if he's only just started training. Don't know the reasons why. Alan Decore, they go in there. I think he'll go with Richarlison on the left, Damari Gray in the middle, and Andros Townsend on the right, and I think he'll go Calvert-Lewin up front. And the reason why I think he'll set up like that is because he'll know that Richarlison will want to come in, and he knows that Townsend will deliver the ball. So he's essentially got 2 people to head the ball at, while Damari Gray will just stick at the back and play the ball nicely to either side, and it will roam free, and Calvert-Lewin will look down the channel. So that's why I think he'll play a 4-2-3-1 tomorrow. I know that's a bit harsh on some of the players that I've dropped, and equally some of the players that aren't in the team, but I really do think that this is a game that Everton essentially can just dominate from start to finish. And we can if we control the midfield. You've seen it today with the Leeds side and Everton's performance at Leeds. When you're given space, Everton can really sort of... Alan and Decore can just hold and stop any attack going forward, really. So, really confident Everton are going to have, defensively, not loads to do tomorrow. I really do think Everton are going to be really, really strong in this game. So... yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I think from a Burnley perspective, as I say, it's McNeil. If he gets down the left-hand side and he beats Coleman and he delivers balls and Wood is left in the middle of the box, then we're going to have problems. We've conceded goals doing stuff like that. Michael Keane's been caught out a few times. He definitely, Mason Holgate and Michael Keane got caught out a couple of weeks ago when the ball come across and either one of them headed it in the ball. We don't need any of that. We just need a solid performance in front of the home fans, and as a pick-me-up, we need to see James Rodriguez, in my opinion. James Rodriguez burnt his bridges with a lot of fans, including me. When he comes out on his Twitch streams and he's talking about not playing, and then he's saying he doesn't even know who Everton are playing when we've got a really tough away game at Leeds. Although, albeit it doesn't look like it was that tough, and actually we probably should have won now, looking at how poor Leeds are this season. But when you look at that, James Rodriguez, for a lot of fans, it will be refreshing to see him in a blue shirt. And if he does do something good, and he spoke about the affection from the Everton fans, that's a confidence boost. That's only a positive. So you've got to hope that he delivers something in the game. You've got to hope that he does something constructive. And you've got to hope at the end of the day that he can, if he comes on, because I think it's a big if, he can get on the ball and he can make it neat and tidy. He can look for them runs from Townsend or Luca Dean on the overlap or Seamus Coleman, whoever it may be. We need to be seeing more of that, because the one thing I would say Everton could be caught out on this season, not straight away, because I think a lot of teams sort of look at ways that teams can get beat or whatever, but a lot of our play, a lot of our attacking play is via the wings. We need something in the centre of the park, and I'm not saying it's a ball-carrying midfielder, because I think Decore's done that excellent this season, but if the ball's going out wide, that's fine, but we do need someone in the middle of the park who does want to shoot from 30 yards. We don't see enough goals from outside the box from Everton, and I think James Rodriguez helps with that. I just want to see a good performance from Everton. I just want to see Everton dominate. I want to see the players that get chances and minutes on the pitch fight for the shirt, and I think you will see that tomorrow. I think you're seeing an Everton team which is growing in confidence, growing in stature, understanding the way that Rafa played. There's a lot of players that haven't gone on international duty who have been able to stay with Rafa, have a week's holiday or 4 or 5 days off, and he would have then, when they've come back, drilled in more ideas, got further involved in thinking about ways that we can beat teams. He's had a long time to prepare for Burnley, and you've got to be confident that Everton are going to get 3 points. They have got their new signing. Is it Cornet? The lad that they signed from the French league. Again, looks a very tricky player. If he plays, he's going to cause us problems. But Everton have just got to be solid, disciplined, strong on a counter-attack if we have to counter-attack, and use the ball in the middle of the park. Be creative. Every time we get the ball, we've got to hit them. And, you know, that's from them being slow when they're attacking, getting back, hit them. That's when we're hitting the ball for lots of forward passes, playing between the lines. That's what Everton need to look to do. I think they will. So, yeah, look, all positive. Nothing particularly negative. I think it's going to be a good game for Everton. I'm hoping for a 2-0 or 3-0 win tomorrow. Goal scorers, I think, will be Calvert-Lewin. I think with Charlison. And I'm going to stick my neck on the line and say we win 3-0 and James Rodriguez gets one as well, because I think a lot of Everton fans would like to see him tomorrow. Whether he's match fit, who knows. I think Rafa can't keep not putting him in the team for whatever bollocks reason. And I'm not taking a dig at Rafa there. Fans want to see him. He's still an Everton player. You've got to give him minutes at some point. You can't have a player on potentially 150 to 200 grand a week who is probably the best gifted technical footballer at our football club nowhere near the team, just because James or Rafa don't get on, or James doesn't want to. You've got to have an opportunity, and you know, if he wants to take it, then fair dues. My hope is that James Rodriguez doesn't want to just sit on his arse. He doesn't strike me as that type of footballer, and if he'll play when he's called upon, and I'm hoping he's called upon against a very average Burnley side. So, yeah, guys, I'm leaving it there. Have a lovely Sunday evening. I'll see you tomorrow for the watch along. Make sure you tune in. If you're not at the game, tune in. Really help us out. You know, the channel's flying at the minute when I've been uploading. And your support has been amazing. You know, and these positive things are happening for the channel. We've got new channel sponsors. We've got really good ideas, and we've got people speaking to us all the time about opportunities, you know, and you saw it today. Connor, a really good friend of the channel, you know, he's one of my best friends in YouTube, and I class him as a genuine mate. You know, he's going on massive channels like Don Robbie's, and, you know, these are the opportunities that we want as a channel, and these are the opportunities that us as a fan group, we need to keep pushing. Shout out to Sweet and Sour. They did their first watch along for Wolves the other day, and they smashed it. They got, I think it was 4,500 views or something, just short. And for a channel with just 950 subs, it's a phenomenal result. I said I'd want them to hit 1,000 by the end of September. If you can make that happen for me, you know, in the next 7 days, that would really make me happy. I'm really looking forward and enjoying helping other people. So, you know, if there's anyone who needs any support or anything, then please get them in touch, or, you know, please give me a heads up. Other events that's going on, Falcon Blues are doing a night with Tony Cottee, so I think the tickets are a tenner. Go and check out their page. A View from the Bullens, they're doing a Christmas show. Pretty sure, don't hold me to the date, pretty sure it's the 16th of December. Tickets are selling fast. I spoke to my friend Mick yesterday, who's part of that group, and he said there was only 50 tickets left out of like 200 or something, so hurry up and get a ticket. And I'll be running an event in May. What it looks like, I don't quite know yet. There will be a charity event. There's also going to be a football event that we're going to run at some point, so if you want to get involved, you're going to need a team of 6 people. All money will go to a charity in and around Liverpool. I haven't quite decided which one yet, but there's lots. What I'm saying is there's lots of stuff going on, and I'm really looking forward to pushing on and kicking on. But yes, I needed a break. Nothing to matter. I have been a bit stressed, but I'm all right. Okay, cool. Guys, see you soon. Peace.